Hey Taurus, we are going to begin your money messages. Okay, these messages are not going to be as long as your, at least I hope not, they're not going to be as long as your spiritual and emotional growth messages. I'm just going to be pulling some oracle messages for your money messages. Okay, there's not going to be any tarot pulled, it's just going to be oracle messages. Okay, so this is for your money, in your career, your job, in 2025. Okay, so sorry, I'm just grabbing the cards that I'm going to use for this reading. We are going to go ahead and jump into it. Taurus, moon and rising signs. We're still on the moon and rising signs. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Taurus, moon and rising signs. Taurus, moon and rising signs for their money and career, ancestors, guardians, and protectors for the year 2025. What messages, what blessings, what work can Taurus, moon, and rising signs expect to do, and the blessings that they can expect to receive in the year 2025 regarding their career and finances and their money. Let's see here. Taurus, moon, and rising signs. Taurus, moon, and rising signs for your career and finances in 2025. Whew. Okay, you guys have flowers. Flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. Okay, so that's something that you can do. Taurus, moon and rising signs, work with flowers. Some of you guys might end up, you know, getting into a flower shop. You may end up wanting to, maybe you might start a job working in a flower shop. You might get a job making flower boutiques, or boutiques, bouquets, flower bouquets. Some of you guys may be into wearing flowers in your hair, or you like flower designs on your clothing. Okay. If you've never gotten into working with flowers, or bringing flowers into your home, um, you know, maybe just start doing that, because the energy of flowers is very beautiful, is very powerful. They the flowers symbolize death, birth, weddings, love. Flowers are used all over the world for many different purposes, right? For celebratory purposes or for grieving purposes. So working with flowers can definitely help you, you know, kind of boost your self-esteem a little bit when it comes to money. Um, if you're working on your heart chakra, definitely get yourself flowers, okay? Or ask for flowers. Like if it's your birthday, or if it's Christmas, or any type of holiday, if somebody asks you, hey, what do you want for your birthday? Ask, just say, hey, flowers. You know, your life purpose is fully, your life purpose fully supports you. You have support. Okay. So what I'm getting here, Taurus, moon, and rising signs for your career and your money, you're put here for a specific purpose. Like your career is a specific thing that is connected to your life's purpose. So if you understand why you were put down here, some of you guys, your purpose is, part of your life's purpose is to work with the earth, to heal the earth. Part of your life's purpose may be to help others open their heart chakras, to show people what beauty, luxury, opulence, like what that really looks like. Okay. For those of you who may be asking, what is my purpose? You know what your purpose is. The things that you love doing and your soul is thriving because you're doing that. You may think it's just a hobby, but if your soul loves it, you can definitely make a living off of it. You can definitely, even if you don't want to make a living and you want it to be a side hustle, do that in 2025. But there's something about your life's purpose. And it doesn't have to be just one purpose. It can be multiple things that you're able to do, but it's from your soul, it's from your heart. It's not just something, oh, I'm just good at it. It's like when you are doing this thing, you feel so fulfilled in your soul, right? You feel fulfilled in yourself. You feel like this is what I'm meant to do, right? And if you're still having a hard time with that, Taurus, well, you know, maybe there's still some work that you need to do. Okay, some spiritual work that you need to do. Okay, if you haven't done so already, you can go and look at the spiritual and emotional growth reading for 2025, and maybe that might help you. Okay. All right, let's see. We're gonna keep going. Taurus, moon, and rising signs. Taurus, moon, and rising signs for 2025, for the year 2025, for their career, money, and finances. Taurus. So there's definitely something here regarding luxury, or maybe luxury flowers, or you know, your own little luxuries, the things that you surround yourself with at home that gives you some positivity and optimism about what you do for a living. Okay, so in 2025, yeah, there's something here, Taurus, moon, and rising signs, where when it comes to your money, who was I saying this to? I think it was Aquarius. It was Aquarius. So you and Aquarius kind of have like a similar energy. Your abundance comes from within. Your abundance comes from a very high place. It comes from from your spirit. So whatever it is that you need, like if it's a need, you need to go to source. You need to go to your ancestors. You need to go to your god or goddess, your creator. You need to go to them for what you need. This means, what I'm getting is that your abundance is limitless. That is what 2025 is trying to teach you, Taurus. Taurus, moon, and rising signs, is that you need to see abundance as it's not something that's just limited. The universe, your ancestors, God does not run out of abundance. It's not like, if you're looking at this earthly plane, Taurus, and you see like money is scarce, food is scarce, like you look around you at scarcity on this 3D plane, that's what's going to block you. If you're looking at this 3D plane and you're just like, you know, I shouldn't want more money. I shouldn't want more of good things. I shouldn't want more luxury. You know, some of you guys actually might be a maximalist. You're not a minimalist. You may not feel like you can be a minimalist as a Taurus. In your moon or your rising sign, and even if you are, you know, there may be just this idea that whatever it is that you want, you shouldn't ask for it, or you shouldn't, you know, continue to work towards it, or you shouldn't think of it as limitless, because it is. Like the universe, like God doesn't run out of resources, and that might be a strange concept for humans to understand, right? Because yes, you know, money comes and goes, you know, it fills up, and then it, you know, it depletes some, you know, sometimes, and some people gain money sometimes, and they also lose money. So in this world there's a lot of limitations, right? But when it comes to money as a spirit, as a frequency, it's limitless. So I think 2025, again, it's just all about changing your perspective and realizing that abundance comes in all forms. Abundance can be in love, in romantic partnerships. You can have an abundant family. You can be abundant in your fertility when it comes to having children, or getting, you know, someone pregnant, you know, and having children. You may, you know, there's abundance in the things that you can buy, abundance within your career and your job, right? There is abundance in so many. There's abundance with your health, with your skin, your hair. Look all around you, Taurus, and if you see, you have a perspective of like lack, you know, you might end up manifesting lack in that part of your life. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful with that. Okay. Change your perspective in 2025 when it comes to money. you know, start off just like with the flowers card. Flowers don't, they don't have to be expensive. You can pick flowers outside. You can make your own bouquet. You can, you know, just the little things in life that we consider little, but you can take someone's home and you may think like, oh, my house is not the best. It's not luxurious or whatever, but bring some flowers in. Start bringing, a lot of flowers in. Start decorating your space with things that you love. This is all about inside. It's all about changing your perspective. It's all about shifting your heart space, reorganizing some things inwardly, so that way you can see money in a different form, in a different light. Right? Like if you look at it in the sense of like, well, I shouldn't have money. I'm not allowed to have that much money. I wasn't born in that type of family, or, my family's not rich, so I can't be rich. Or maybe there's just a part of yourself, your self-esteem. You just feel like, there's just no way I can have that money. Right? There's no way that I can have that type of house or that type of car. Why not? You're putting a label on your abundance. All right, Taurus, moon and rising signs for the year of 2025 for their money and finances. You'd be surprised. You may think that there's a limitation to the heights that you can go. It just keeps getting better. You'll be surprised that in 2025 you realize it just keeps getting better and better. Yeah. Yeah. Waves of prosperity, new abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. So yeah, you are going to feel and look amazing in 2025 if you change your perspective. Yep, like I said, change your perspective, break free. Look, I can't make this up. Okay, this is at the bottom of the deck. It says try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. So if you're not trying new things, if you're not open to different, perspectives and advice and knowledge when it comes to money and abundance and, maybe the law of attraction, alchemy, when it comes to having a career-based mindset, or when it comes to having a money mindset, maybe some of you Taurus, you're just not interested in that for different reasons, because you just feel like, I don't want to think in that way. That's greedy, or, it's not greedy. You know what greed looks like. You know what I mean? It's okay to want more. It's okay to want to continue to level, but as long as when you're receiving more, Taurus, make sure that you're giving more to the universe. Make sure that you're making internal sacrifices, spiritual and emotional sacrifices, whatever you need to let go of in your life, whatever you need to let go of in your mind, in your heart, self-sabotaging thoughts, intrusive thoughts, a pattern of behavior, the way you eat, the people you hang around, like, those are certain sacrifices that, you have to make in order to elevate yourself financially. It's not going to be a linear journey. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to feel inadequate. You're going to struggle. A Taurus, moon and rising signs for their career and finances in the year 2025. Yeah, scale mountains to gain a sense of achievement, moon in Capricorn, accomplishment. So you may have to just zoom out. You need to make sure that you're zooming out, getting a bird's eye view, getting a different perspective of what you've accomplished. So Taurus, if you're looking at your life and you're just like kind of down and out because you feel like you haven't accomplished what another person has accomplished, maybe you're looking at like, well, how did they accomplish this? And I'm older than them. They're younger, or we're in the same age bracket. I should be at that point in my career. I should be getting paid this much. I should have a house by now. I should be married by now. I should have whatever by now. You're telling yourself I should have this by now. Whatever you're telling yourself, right? Maybe just kind of step back in your life and just look at where you've come from. Don't worry about where that person is, because you don't know where they've been. Right? You listen to some, successful people talking, you listen to where they've been, then you start to realize, oh, that's how they got to where they are. How did you get to where you are, Taurus? And just think about your journey to where you want to be. It's about the journey, right? You probably need to voice like where you want to be. Write it down. Where do you want to be? How determined are you to get to where you want to be? Right? Do you want to make it to where someone else is? If you're looking at someone else and you're like, I want to make it to where they are, scale that mountain. Work harder. Think differently. You know, it doesn't mean that you have to, you know, I'm not saying work overtime at work. If that's something that needs to be done, that needs to be done. But sometimes doing a little extra in your daily routine sometimes in 2025, maybe waking up earlier, a couple hours earlier than you normally do before you go to work. And if you don't have to work and you get a day off, maybe you should be putting in the effort into what you actually want, you know, sacrificing certain foods, sacrificing, you know, maybe taking some time out, maybe 32 minutes to an hour out of your morning and, you know, at night to exercise or to do yoga or to meditate, to go to therapy, like little, like things like that, that doesn't even involve a job. It just involves you showing up and taking care of your soul, taking care of your body. That's also contributing to a better career, to, you know, a future career, or opening your own business, or getting your foot in the door with that job, right? If there's some of you, maybe you have a hard time showing up on time, maybe there's punctuality issues that you have, there's certain things, maybe routines that you need to implement into your day to day, or, you know, in your week to week, month to month. Maybe you need to have a planner on you. Keep a planner and a notebook in your car, and pens and, you know, pencils. Make sure you keep a planner and a notebook at your desk, at your bedside, what have you. Drinking more water. Like, I'm just listing some things that you can think about that actually contribute to your abundance. It's not just getting the job and making more money. It's about what you're willing to sacrifice, what you're willing to do on a day-to-day basis, Taurus, moon, and rising signs, okay? All right. One last card, y'all. Let's see. Breaking bad habits. Breaking bad habits. Self-acceptance and excellent mental health. So, you want to make it, Taurus? You might have some bad habits that you need to break. You might have some sacrifices that you need to make. Okay? Break those bad habits, Taurus, in 2025. 2025 is a new you. Okay? It's a new you. All right? Get those good habits in action. Okay? Get yourself some flowers. Ask if there's somebody who wants to give you flowers, let them. Okay? If there's somebody who wants to dote on you and they want to give to you, let them. Get into the art of receiving instead of pushing away, right? Recognize that you are abundant already. You are a blessing to this world already. Doesn't matter what happened to you in your past. Stop focusing on those things and get up and move on to something better. Stop sitting there just looking around you at like, oh, life's so boring, or, you know, I'm not where I want to be, and blah, 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 right? That's not going to help you. All right, y'all. Much love and light to all of you. Wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy. Hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Taurus.